Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological overview for September 2019 for Scorpio. You can reach me at my website, which is readings by leonardtmunson.net, or my email address, which is mercury524 at msn.com, or my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson. If you want a private reading, tarot, astrology, and numerology combined, or any of my other services, go to my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, and check out my catalog and my different services and products that I sell. Welcome all the course watchers. Course watchers are people who look at other people's channel. We will accept tips and donation if you care to free to give some. Also, if you like my channel, I would like you to subscribe to it and give me a thumbs up. Also, this is the overall reading for Scorpio solar sun, or solar moon, or rising. Take what you need from this overview to finish the canvas of the painting that you're making, which is you. You don't need it all. Some of you have it, all of it, and some of you don't. So just take what you need. Infuse your individuality into it. Okay? All right, Scorpio, your solar sun is in your 11th house. The 11th house is Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign along with Gemini and Libra. Aquarius ruler is Uranus, the planet of change, upheaval, revolution, and freedom, chaos. Nothing will ever be the same. It's also the house of humanitarian efforts, friendships, hopes, and wishes. Now, some people give you Scorpio a bad rap. Now, truly, some of the Scorpio are very negative, they're very vengeful, and they self-destruct themselves. But then there's the other side of the Scorpio that's very intuitive, very caring, and very understanding. So that's what you're going to thrive to be. Scorpio is a water sign along with Pisces and Cancer, so they're very intuitive. I know many Scorpio people, and I have few of them of my friends for a long period of time. Scorpio will tell you the truth. If they don't like you, they're not going to deal with you. They're very honest people. Okay? So, your solar sun is in your 11th house. So, this month of September, you're going to be dealing with groups that deal with helping the less fortunate out. I don't know about manning the telephones, volunteer for the homeless areas, or doing some kind of outreach to find homes, medical, employment, and areas like that for people who are less fortunate. Aquarius want to bring the people that's been left out of the status quo up to the level where everyone's supposed to be. It's also the house of friendships. So doing this humanitarian thing is going to bring you around different people of different backgrounds and different attitudes. So I feel this is going to be a learning process for some of you Scorpios to don't let your emotions control you too much and start thinking before you do something where your emotions are ruling you and you do something and it's not right and you feel sorry about it after it's done. So I feel you're going to meet more people where you're going to tone down that emotions and think before you act. It also is the house of wishes. This is the time to mentally send your wishes that you would like for yourself out to the universe. It's time to write these things down and see them come to fruition and cross them over. So I know some of you Scorpios don't like to be in groups, but now I see you going around with more groups in the month of September. Okay? And these groups have to do with helping the less fortunate. So I feel that some of these things are going to touch you in a way that you want to give to maybe the Red Cross or the hurricane in Bahamas. Have something to do with to put out the fires in the Amazon in Brazil, or give something to the homeless organization, or be part of that. So things to do to relieve some kind of suffering to people that are going through because of certain circumstances they had no control. Okay, now since you are an intuitive person, Scorpio, so you need to start looking and feeling. You're very, listen to that quiet voice that speaks to you and your feelings and act on it in a positive way. I also see you contributing money to these courses too. Some of this could be a start of a lifetime uh, commitment to help people that are less fortunate. I see some of you connecting back with family members that have you been estranged from a while, and even friends, childhood friendships. Some of you might be going to some kind of reunion, family, jobs, high school, or neighborhood reunion. Okay, so I see opening of a great humanitarian effort that you want to contribute to help these people in these organizations. Now I'm going to talk about how the planets are influence you in the month of September. Now we have the planet Jupiter, which is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. It's the planet of expansion, new opportunity, growth, wealth, truth, and karma. If you put out good karma, then it's coming back to you to blessings. If you put out bad karma, it's coming back to you in circumstances. So the very thing that you put out to harm someone else is going to revisit to you. And could you excuse me for 1 minute? Yes. Hello. Hello. Yes. Please forgive me. These telemarketing's getting on my nerves. Okay. So, so this is going to open up new opportunities for you to help these people out. And at the same time, you're going to grow. And it might open up opportunities that you might want to get into that field of humanitarian efforts to help people out. So Jupiter will be doing that for you. Jupiter was retrograding from the 10th of April to August 11th. So these opportunities are now opening up for you, so take advantage of them. Get the one that's going to have longevity. There's going to be so many. The one that's going to last. Then we have the planet Pluto, retrograding from April the 24th, and will go direct on October the 3rd. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio, which is you, and Aries. Pluto represents the form of transformation, change for the best. So you're transforming yourself from that person you was a year ago to someone more positive, someone more faith in things than you was before. Pluto represents things that's been deep, hidden below the surface, and it's like the worm going through the ground, churning that nitrogen bacteria for growth and photosynthesis. Okay, so these are issues that go back to your childhood, that deals with some kind of emotional trauma that has to be dealt with. You've been running away from it. It's coming to the surface, so I'm standing right in your face. You were going to look in my eyes and deal with it and get it over with. So this is another form of healing. And then there's the ruling planet of Aries, and it deals with it. Aries deals with action, initiation. So you need to initiate this healing process. It wasn't your fault. You didn't cause this. This was done by a damaged individual that this was done to them, and they thought this was the right thing to do. Forgive yourself and forgive them and heal. Let it go. Stop stressing yourself out. Stop drinking yourself out. Stop drugging yourself out. Stop doing anything that is abusing yourself to try to sensitize this situation by letting it go and heal. For something to grow, something must die. So stop beating yourself up and let this die and grow. The next planet that's retrograding at this point now is Saturn. It's been retrograding since the 30th of April. It will go direct on the 18th of September 2019. Saturn represents boundaries. You will let people walk over you. Set these boundaries. You don't want to do something, you don't want to do it. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. You don't have to be a people pleaser. Because when you're a people pleaser, you're putting stress on yourself because you don't want to do it, and you're going to make yourself sick. Speak your truth, Scorpio. This is your fifth chakra, your throat. And it represents speaking my truth, but take the anger and the vengefulness out of it. Be diplomatic. The presentation is the most grateful thing that you need to do. Okay? Now, Saturn represents also father figures. So, issues here with a father or someone that was a father figure goes back to that transformation in Scorpio. Changed, okay? Even though he was absent, he wasn't there, he didn't give you love, it wasn't your fault. So if you have children or someone look at you as the father figure, give them that love, give them that support. Even though it wasn't given it to you from your real father, but someone did step up to the plate and gave you that. So carry that on to your children and to someone else who's still a child, innocent child within, but is grown. Saturn represents fear. Get that fear. Fear has only power when you let it have power. If you look at it in the eyes, it has no power. Love yourself. Whatever you are, that is who you are. Love yourself. Love yourself. Okay? Saturn also represents procrastination. Stop putting things off. Do it and get it done. Okay? Saturn also represents time. Wasting time. A lot of you have been wasting time. Let's get that out of the way. Saturn also represents someone close to you will leave us in the physical form. This could be that father figure that gave you that love and support. You will miss them in the physical form, but spiritually they're still there. And the knowledge that they have given to you, use that. And when you need them, put them in your prayers, and they will answer you. Now, Capricorn represents the house of employment, success, prestige to move up the ladder. So there's changes in employment. I see some of you getting a new job or getting a new promotion. Or I see some of you taking additional training or educational course to get these things happening. Capricorn also represents public image and reputation. So some of you trying to change your reputation of being a negative person, nasty, and bringing more positive part of you out, the good part of you, and your reputation will grow as that, and people will be very glad of you for that. Then we have Uranus retrograding. Now the two words, the two letters in retrograde is RE. You're revisiting, you're reviewing, you're rechecking, you're reestablishing, you're going back to the past 5 months and see what you did, what was wrong, and correcting it. Okay, Uranus is in Taurus, your opposition. So Taurus rules the throat. So this is your fifth chakra. You have let a lot of things go by that you should spoke up about. So start speaking up when you don't want to do anything, or you don't like what people are saying to you or doing to you. Reassert your authority. Stop being a people pleaser, but bring it out. Take that anger out of you, Scorpio. Be diplomatic. Express it in a diplomatic and use diplomacy. Uranus represents that some of you are now beginning to use less money, paper money, and more cashless money. Okay? Some of you, jobs are going to be taken away by robots. So again, this is retraining, this re-education. So you could be part of this robot revolution by making it, programming it, fixing it, or working on the parts that is going to be needed to replace when it's worn out. Uranus also represents some of you are looking back at some long-distance relationship and maybe rekindling them. Some of you are looking at a relationship that might have been young or older. You might be reviewing those two. Okay, a lot of you are going to get in a better relationship with the Mother Earth. Again, these organizations cleaning up the air, the water, okay, the land. Okay, some of you are getting back into Mother Nature by planting a garden, a herb garden, a vegetable garden, getting away from GMOs, eating more fresh fruits and vegetables, eating more food that's not processed, drinking distilled water, spring water, waters that has no pollutants in it. Okay? So I see this happen with you, Scorpio, now. So this is a positive change for you. Also, some of you are moving away from a lot of negativity because some Scorpios can be very negative. It's all right to say what you need to say, but use diplomacy. And your presentation is the most important thing. If you come with anger, then the person is going to be angry with you. If you come with diplomacy, kindness, and softness, then the person is going to see what they did wrong to create this situation. You're right, Scorpio. I shouldn't have did that. And one of the stones I want you to carry with you during this month is the lace agate. Agate. This is the blue and white stone to carry with you, to calm you down, to bring you into focus, to relax you. Okay? So I want you to use this, carry this with you during the month of September to help to take the stress out of your life. Because when we have change, stress do occur. And there's good stress and there's bad stress. And the bad stress is the stress that you worry yourself, that put pressure on your organs and create sickness. And then the good stress is that you work it off in exercise, meditation, dance, hiking. That is good stress. So I feel some of you have been on a lot of stress that is unnecessary. So I want you to get this out of your life and be more positive and less stress-free thing. So this is a lace agate, is the blue of the sky and white like the clouds. So I want you to carry this with you during the month of September. Okay? Now, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this overview. I hope you got some insight into yourself. Now we have Mercury, Venus, Mars, and the Sun in Virgo. So communicating. Mercury's ruled, Virgo's ruled by Mercury, which is the form of communication, and you're paying more attention to your health and work and the service that you give out to the world. Okay? So details, changing your diet. Some of you work in the service industry. So again, this 11th house is like a service, helping the less fortunate out of the situation they're in. I would say that we have a Venus. Your mind is on money and love. Okay? Love with some of you Scorpio. Some of you have broken up relationships. It is time to end those. Some relationships of some Scorpios, you're coming together now. So there's a better understanding emotionally and mentally with all of you. And then we have Mars. Mars is your ruling planet too. So you're more aggressive with what you want to do. Okay? You're more direct. You're initiating things. So if Mars is the masculine and Venus is the feminine. So there's a balance here with you, Scorpio. So I hope you enjoy your overview for September 2019. If you listen and obey, your situation will change. If not, it remains the same. So we all have positive and negative. So let's put those negative that's unbalancing us to a balance. And let's throw more of those negatives into positive. You can do it, Scorpio. I believe in you, and you must believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, you're believing through the direction from the divine source of the universe that's believing in you, that's giving you this faith. Some of you have lost faith. You need to have that faith that you need within you. The right love will come, even though it's broken up. It was time to move on because that person gave you what you need and you gave them what they need. They have to move on so you can meet your twin flame, your soul seed that was here from the beginning of the time that your spirit came into this atmosphere. And you will meet them again in each lifetime you come. Until you have won and learned the lessons, and you don't have to come to this physical plane of the earth, but to other mansions in the universe. So I will see you in October, Scorpio, and ciao. I couldn't find the damn thing.